Is it working now? Should be working now. Yeah. I know what it is. My outputs on streaming got changed. It defaulted. When I record, I've got certain audio tracks turned off so that it can separate it. Echo. Dupe's voice. Okay. Mic 4 got turned on. Okay. See if we do. How about now? Nope, that's still doing that. How about now? And then turn this one on. We good now? Sweet. Thank you, guys. So basically, I was going over the team while you guys couldn't hear me. I was going over the team, and I was pretty confident that he would bring Cinderace, Celesteela, Milotic. I was 100% confident those were coming. I was pretty sure Sceptile was not coming. And then I thought Lycanroc, and I thought Lycanroc would come as well. I was pretty confident in that one as well. And then I was pretty sure it would be a combination of Crook, Togekiss, and Dragonite. That ended up not being the case because he actually ended up bringing something else. But I'm going to go over the team that I ended up bringing for this. And I think I posted this in over in the team plug. But if I didn't, I'm going to go ahead and do that. But basically, my main offensive weapons were going to be Tapu Lele, Thundurus, and Dragapult. And then I wasn't that confident, bro. He has a very dangerous team. Low key, he has a very scary team. I was confident though. I was confident that Lycanroc was coming, so that surprised me when it didn't come. I will say that. But basically, we had Dragapult. I was pretty sure that I could sub up and D-Dance and put in some really, really good work. Because at +1, Phantom Force to like a max defense, Celesteela still did like 70%, which would have been really good. It would have kind of clapped his get good. Okay. It would have done really, really well against this team if I could have gotten the Dragon Dance off. And then we had Thundurus Therian. This was another one where I thought about doing Nasty Plot instead of Charge Beam, but I felt like if I could take out the Crook early, I could fire off a Charge Beam at his Celesteela, have a 70% chance to get a +1, and really put in work that way. And the Tapu Lele, I speed crept the... Yeah, dude, Lycan was super obvious. We're gonna go over that. But I thought it did a lot of work to my team because my walls were not very good against Lycanroc at all. Tapu Lele, I speed crept this to be just fast enough to outspeed Cinderace. My thought process on this was be a little bit get a little bit chip on it, and then we could knock it out with Psychic late game, and potentially put in like a late game sweep with Tapu Lele, because he can't use Lycanroc to yeah, stop helping him. see how well he does the next five weeks without any help. I think that would be the best thing. Incineroar, obviously we brought Incineroar. This was our main wall for Cinderace, which, thinking back now, probably could have put Rocky Helmet on this to put Chip. It didn't help him against Jeff. I thought you did. You told him about the Cinderace set. But anyway, Vaporeon I mainly brought... I just told him that week 1 was helping. That was it. Oh. That's fair, man. That's fair. Vaporeon was really integral to this team because I wanted... basically, Incineroar is always on a timer because it doesn't have great recovery. Yeah, Jeff. Jeff knows. Yeah, so it doesn't have great recovery. So being able to wish pass to it was going to be super, super important. I believe these Scorching Sands were if for some strange reason he left Cinderace in on my Incineroar, which I didn't think was going to happen. But essentially, the parting shot was supposed to help get us into Dragapult, set up a sub and Dragon Dance up on something. And then Vaporeon, again, I felt like Vaporeon, we could flip turn on his Celesteela. Either his Celesteela or his Crocodile or even his Cinderace if we got into the right situation. And get some free momentum. And then Serena was here, one for Aromatherapy, which I could have put on, I believe Tapu Lele gets his Aromatherapy. I could have put Vaporeon, I could put Heal Bell on Vaporeon as well. But Serena was here 100% to deal with the freaking Lycanroc. We even went Queenly Majesty to make sure that it couldn't... How the fuck are you doing? Yeah, I was pretty sure it got it. This was 100% to counter his Lycanroc. And Triple Axle was just in case he brought like an offensive Dragonite. And it did... I'm gonna try to stream all my commentaries. Because it allows me to not waste time on editing. So I can do like more in depth like this. But basically, the Triple Axle did about, I think it was like 50 to 60%. And Serena was, it was going to take a million hits from Lycanroc. It really couldn't do anything to me. So that was the reason Serena was here. So we'll get into the match here. And let's get this changed over. I need to have somebody help me with doing transitions because screw heading. I do need to work on transitions, but basically, he did not bring the Lycanroc, and he did not bring Dragonite. I was kind of thinking that Togekiss would come, but Skuntank was a good bring as well, because it's really super, super bulky, and he could cover... it has a lot of... You can use TCL Stinger. Oh, yeah. I should. I need to set up transitions though, but I will use that because that actually would work a lot. Yeah, so he didn't bring some stuff that I thought he was going to bring. I was pretty confident Crook was coming, and we obviously thought these three were coming. Skuntank surprised me a little bit, but I knew I had coverage. That was another reason I put Scorching Sands on our Incineroar. And obviously, yeah, let's just get into the match. So we lead off with Tapu Lele, and basically this was thinking, okay, Tapu Lele can come in here and hit literally everything on his team, except for the Skuntank. And he brings out Skuntank as well, so he does end up leading with the Skuntank. Thankfully, he doesn't have like Sucker Punch or anything like that, but he is going to have Poison Jab. We know that for sure. Now, here I go for the Moonblast because I want to see what kind of set this Skuntank is. If it's a physical set, then I know this is going to do like 80% and I can just kill it next turn. If it's a special set, then I know that this is going to not do shit. As we see here, it does about 40, I think 47% was the max roll if I remember correctly. So that was a pretty low roll. He doesn't need a lot of offense to hit me hard with Poison Jab. I think this was like a mid roll. It might have been a high roll. I can't remember, but he does get the poison, which is super, super unfortunate, which means that my Tapu Lele, until we get an Aromatherapy off, we cannot just come in and sweep with a Scarf Lele, which we wouldn't have been able to do anyways. And we'll find that out later. So now we got to get out of here. We're going to go straight to Incineroar because we know that we can intimidate this thing and then we can Parting Shot out of here. He is going to go forward to the second Poison Jab. Doesn't get the poison there, but we are going to get a free switch into Dragapult. And here I'm like, all right, this is a perfect situation we can go for the substitute, and then whatever, it doesn't matter what he brings in, we're dragon dancing up and we're hitting something really, really hard. So we do go for the substitute. And I just actually go for the dragon darts here because I'm like, okay. I ended up going for the dragon darts because I'm like, okay, let's see what kind of set this crocodile is, because he didn't, he might have been intimidate, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure intimidate still pops when I'm behind a sub, and I can't remember if it does. But I was pretty sure he wasn't intimidate here, so I just go for the dragon darts to kind of see what his defensive investment is. Torment to stop choice mons. I only had Choice Scarf Lele. That was my only Scarfer, or that was my only choicer. And Defog was a good thing because my main thing, and the reason I made changes to my team, was I didn't have enough hazards. And I think hazards would have done quite a bit of work to his team, especially with how many switches we had to go through. So we're behind a Sib, and he's got Scale Shot. Okay, I didn't even know Crocodile got Scale Shot, to be honest with you. I did not know it got Scale Shot, and I'm like, frick. Literally like frick. Because I thought he was going to crunch, but he goes for the Scale Shot. Now he's faster than me, and I cannot stay in here whatsoever. So we're going to go Serena because he is not going to do anything to Serena. We get the Rocky Helmet damage, and then we are going to U-turn out of here. And we're going to go to my first misplay. Because on this turn, I should have gone for Focus Blast because I knew 100% of the time this Crocodile was coming in. And the Crocodile comes in, and we went for a Charge Beam because I'm an idiot. 100% an idiot, and I knew this Crocodile was coming 100%, and I still went for the Charge Beam. So, now we're like, okay, he's not going to go into Celesteela. He might go into Milotic. Well, he's not going to go to Milotic here. I was pretty sure this Gun Tank was going to come out here, and I'm like, you know what? This Focus Blast is going to do a shit ton to Skun Tank as well. So even if he does, nope, we miss. We miss the Skun Tank, which really, really mattered because of what happens later on. Really mattered. If we had hit that Focus Blast, again, that Focus Blast did matter a lot because it would have put this in range later on. We're going to go back to Incineroar. And here I should have, I think I go for, what do I do here? Yeah, go for another parting shot. I actually should have just gone back into Dragapult here and subbed up again. If we're being totally honest, because I would have been faster than his Crocodile. And I could have subbed up, knocked out the Crocodile, and then probably Dragon Dance on something else. Or if he switched, yeah, I probably should have gone to Dragapult. But we do go to Milotic, and I'm going to Wish Pass. And the reason I want to Wish is because Incineroar is our dedicated counter to Cinderace so that we get the attack. Yeah, L luck. Yeah, that Focus Blast was really, really mattered. It will matter later on. But I wanted to Wish Pass into Incineroar to get his health back. And I'm pretty sure that's why I did not do the Dragon Bolt play. Because I wanted to make sure this thing was healthy. And we're just going to hard swap into Vaporeon, expecting the Scald to come out. And then I believe we go for a flip turn here. Yeah, and then we're going to go into Thundurus. And now we're going to go for Focus Blast this time and collapse this Crocodile. This Crocodile should have already been dead. It's on borrowed time here. Yeah. So he is going to bring out the Cinderace. We're going to switch straight to Incineroar, our dedicated counter. He's just going to go straight for the U-turn. Again, him not having a lot of... I made this heavy-duty boots to preserve HP, again, because Incineroar does not have a lot of recovery. I could have made it Rocky Helmet, which probably would have helped against the Cinderace, especially since he does not have a lot of hazards on his team. But yeah, he's going to U-turn out here and then go to Kubfu. And he's going to double. He's actually going to double as we double into Serena, because I felt like Serena had the best... Actually, I don't know why I went to Serena here. I should have 100. Well, I was worried about like a close combat, how much that would do to Incineroar. So I think that's why I didn't Parting Shot. But I definitely could have gone into Dragapult here. Because we could have just clicked substitute and set behind that. Or no, I should have gone for the Parting Shot, because then I would have, this would have been -1. I could have gone to Thunderous, Charge Beamed, whatever. It would have been a pretty good momentum booster for us. But he does go for the Autotomize. Whatever. He doubles his speed. And right now I'm thinking, oh shit, if this thing is Meteor Beam, we just outright lose. Which, it says he's leftovers, but I don't think that's been... It hasn't been revealed to me yet, so that's actually a little bit weird. I don't think. Did we hit it? Okay, so this is probably a misplay on my part, because I think he... Did we hit it earlier? We must have hit it earlier in the game, because we did. Okay, so I didn't catch earlier in the game. Wally West. So we hit it earlier in the game, and we already saw that it was leftovers. So we really could have U-turned and gone straight to Thunderous here. But we're gonna go to Vaporeon, and we're gonna find out what kind of set this is, and just sit here and stall here for a minute. And yes. I basically still hadn't realized that this was leftovers, and he... I was worried. I was worried about his last move. Was really worried, because if it was like Stone Edge or something like that, it was going to do a lot to Thundurus. And I felt like I needed Thundurus to win this match. Because there was no other way we were breaking Milotic. No other way. So that's why I was sitting here and doing a lot of calcs. And wishing and trying to, I was actually trying to get this thing healthy enough that we could switch it back in. I think it was, yeah, I ended up switching out there. I wanted it to be at, like higher than 50%. There was one move where he was at like 78% when I went for Wish. And that's what I wanted, or I went for Wish, and I wanted to, not a single Scald Burn either, which... It is what it is. I wanted to Wish past then, but he flinched me, so I had to go for it again. But now I'm pretty sure that he doesn't have a Rock type move, which he doesn't. He goes for Flash Cannon. Thank the Lord he went for Flash Cannon. We do get the lucky para here though, so that was lucky on our side. We do get the lucky para, because that means our Thundurus is not going to take more damage here. And we can just go for the Charge Beam here and put a lot of pressure on his team. We are going to go for the Psychic. I low-key thought that would kill. I low-key thought that would kill, just because Thundurus, he's got pretty high special attack. I'm pretty sure I was modest as well. So I thought that would kill. We get this with F drop. He goes for the max Airstream. I wasn't sure what this thing had, if I'm being honest. I should have just killed it here. But I didn't realize this thing had inner focus. Because again, I did not think this was coming, so I did not prep for this thing at all. Not even a little. So when I went to Incineroar, I completely forgot he was in inner focus. So we did go to that. I should have just Psychicked again and taken it out. Would have done less damage to the rest of my team. He goes for the max Steel Spike. And I'd already made the misplay of coming in with Incineroar. So we're going to go to Vaporeon. He's going to max Airstream again here. Basically, I was waiting for him to get small so I could switch into our Serena and hurt him that way. For some reason, he never went for the max Knuckle, though, to be honest with you. And then he's going to close combat, do a crap ton to us, and then we're going to Scald and take this thing out. So that thing is done. And I do feel like we're in a pretty good position here. Now, we are weakened a bit. We are pretty weakened, but we are in a great position. We're 6-3 here. Unfortunately though, the stuff that he has, he's got Milotic that is hard as crap to break, and he has Cinderace left, so that he does still have a Cinderace. Yeah, that makes sense. But again, I didn't know what Kung had. I really did not know what moves Kung had. Probably going into Dragapult and clicking Dragon Dance probably would have been a good play. Although he would have still outsped me, especially considering he did not have anything to. Yeah, Milotic bulky for no reason, for real. He didn't have anything to really hit Dragapult very hard. But honestly, I should have just stayed in with Thundurus and finished it off. I really should have just stayed in with Thundurus and finished it off. He's going to bring in Cinderace, and we're gonna protect here. I think this Gunk Shot, if I remember correctly, was a mid-roll. I think I had a chance to live this. So we did go for the flip turn. Then we're going to come in with Incineroar, and we are going to Parting Shot out. Actually, I should have Parting Shot out. This was another misplay because he was never going to stay in. That was actually a pretty big misplay. That was actually a really, really big misplay because I could have gone into Thundurus, launched a Thunderbolt, basically done a crap ton to this Skuntank, or a Focus Blast and done a crap ton to this Skuntank. Probably two hit it, honestly. But instead, we took more damage to our Incineroar than we really needed to. Because now we're going to go to Serena, and we're going to get he gets a burn here too. But I am going to go for the Aromatherapy here. So this was a good play for us. Would have lived it. This was a good play for us, actually. It ended up being okay because we got the Aromatherapy and healed our Tapu Lele and our Incineroar. The only thing with Incineroar is we do not have any way to recover it. That crit didn't matter. I'm pretty sure it did like 70% anyways. But it was unfortunate. It was unfortunate. We're going to go Thundurus 100% of the time. He's going to bring in Skuntank as we're going to Thunderbolt. And this is why that missed Focus Blast mattered. Because this play right here is what essentially won him the match here. I know he's going to do some damage. But basically, if I had hit that Focus Blast earlier in the game, he would have been lower. He would have actually been in range to kill here with the second Thunderbolt. Because we did 45%. That was 100% killing if I'd hit the Focus Blast earlier. I didn't really throw. Jeff, I didn't throw. I got haxed here. This was... He hits us with a Poison Jab, which I think this was a high roll on the 38%. Again, didn't really matter because the poison was what put this thing on a timer. And I have to switch out here. I have to. And the reason is I need Thundurus to break the Milotic. I cannot break Milotic without Thundurus. I do have Thunderbolt on Tapu Lele, but that's not going to do enough to this Milotic, and Tapu Lele is at 24%, so it dies anyways. So my only option... I really didn't throw with the Incineplay, though. Well... Maybe, because I could have gotten to Dragapult and click. No, it didn't really matter. It really didn't matter because we're going to find out in a second that his Cinderace is Scarf, so it didn't really matter. This play did matter. Either this play or the Focus Blast miss on the Skuntank definitely mattered. But I do have to switch out here to Incineroar because I need Thundurus. Yeah. Yeah, it was a mid-ground, but I maybe could have put more offensive pressure on him if I had... honestly, it didn't really matter. It really didn't matter because what happened was going to happen anyways. The only thing that maybe would have helped us out is we would have still had Serena if I hadn't done the Incineroar play anyways. But this Incineroar play I felt like I needed because I needed to keep Thundurus alive enough to hit his Milotic once. I needed Milotic low enough HP where I could either kill it with a Dragon Dart or kill it with a with Thunderbolt from Tapu Lele. I needed that. So we come into the Incineroar. He doesn't do nearly enough. I think we go for the Drain Punch again. Again, that was not the greatest play. But we're just gonna let this thing go down now. We're gonna let this thing go down, but here we're gonna bring in maybe this didn't. I don't think this mattered here. I could have maybe brought our Tapu Lele and gone for Thunderbolt instead, but I don't think it mattered. I don't think this mattered here. And I could have kept Thundurus alive for one more play, or for one more hit. But we are going to go for the Thunderbolt. He's going to bring in Skuntank, obviously, and then we're going to die to Poison. I don't know, because if I'd gone to Tapu Lele, the Thunderbolt would have killed Skuntank. But he just comes in with Cinderace and kills us anyway. Which we are going to find out. I'm going to go to Tapu Lele here, because I still think there's a chance I can win. Because I don't know, I don't find out until right here that his Cinderace is Choice Scarfed. And we find out right there he's Choice Scarfed. Basically, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're going to Dragon Darts. I could have gone for the Dragon Dance. It wouldn't have mattered. I wouldn't have done enough damage. And I don't think I killed the Cinderace even after a Dragon Dance. But yeah, there's the match. That you could call either the missed Focus Blast or the missed or the poison on our Thundurus a decider. I said D-Dance would have won, but I did have some HP and I did have some HP in Dragon Bolt. D-Dance definitely wouldn't have won it, but because I don't think we wouldn't have done enough damage to Milotic, and I don't think Dragon Dart's killed. Yeah, Vaporeon's good. Vaporeon's good. But I needed Vaporeon this match to give the wish support to the Incineroar. And really the rest of my team, because Vaporeon, Wish, and like swapping can definitely bring stuff in for free. But yeah, the fact that his Cinderace was Choice Scarf helped him as well. Because, and it made sense. It did make sense. Because I would have won this match if he wasn't Choice Scarf. Easily. Because I would have hit him here. I would have... Basically, even when he poisoned me, I still thought I could win. Because I was like, alright, Tapu Lele comes in and it outspeeds Cinderace because we speed crept it. Colbur Pole. No, I went for the... Yeah. I went for the... substitute in case he brought a Stally, like a max defense stall Celesteela, because I felt like that was a good counter to Dragapult. So if he went for I could go for substitute if he went for Leech Seed or something. So that was the main reason I was sub. I felt like if he did that, I could just Dragon Dance and blow holes straight through his team. But yeah, it was a good match from him. Hopefully Danny didn't help him too much during the match. Wink, wink. I kid. He definitely played the match by himself. And the Scarf Cinderace was definitely a good bring because I speed crept 2 different mons for it because Dragapult was speed crept for, I think it was 371. To just outspeed this, and this was after the Scarf 371. I think, let's see here. Team Builder, yeah, so this was 371? 373. I don't know why I did the 373. Did he have something that was faster than Cinderace? Maybe it was Lycanroc. Maybe Lycanroc is fast enough. But then Tapu Lele, this was with Scarf. This was outsped Cinderace by 1. Somehow drop your team for me. I'd appreciate it, dude. I don't want to face Melmetal at all. I don't want to face Melmetal at all. Low key, do not want to face Melmetal. But yeah, it was a good match. Unfortunately, it was not the result we wanted. But yeah. Let me see here. You guys want to see a busted ass draft that I have? And before Wisp, Rocky Helmet Fist Death. Yeah. Hold up. Let me show you guys this busted ass draft that I have. This isn't an anything goes league. This ever loads. Look at this team. We got Mewtwo, Mega Mewtwo X, Ditto, Arceus Fire, Zygarde, Greninja, Crobat, Arceus Rock, Gardevoir, Gliscor, Raikou, and Genesect. And the team that we are facing has a freaking Calyrex. The team we're facing is busted as all get out as well. But if you guys will notice, the only thing that... So, he does have a Calyrex Shadow. But I have a Ditto. Yeah, Miltank gang. Miltank was a huge pickup for me. Because again, I think with rocks, even with the poison, I think if I could have set rocks on him, I think I still would have won. Even if he did poison me. So he's got a Calyrex Shadow. And here's the thing about his team. He has one Mon. If I copy it, he has one Mon that doesn't just straight die to Astral Barrage. One. I'm not doing Focus Sash Ditto. That would be dumb. All I have to do is copy this thing. I basically have to weaken his Umbreon, copy this thing, and sweep him. That's literally all I have to do. But yeah, that's gonna probably be all for this one. Hey, look. This guy offline. But yeah, that's gonna be all for this one. I am gonna do I'm gonna stream this league and my other league, because JLPC my friend's league is coming back for BDSP. So yeah, Jeff, I definitely will stream our match. Yeah, I got fish next week. That one should be a fun one. Just kind of looking at his team. He does have a problem. This is a problem team. Actually, this is probably a better look at it. So he does have a problem team for me. I don't have a lot of answers for Buzzwole. Cobalion, I wish we had not told him to get Cobalion because I wanted to pick it up instead of picking up Heracross. Wanted to pick it up so bad. I've never used Heracross though, so I'm ready to use that. He does have some ghost type weaknesses, so Dragapult should be looking pretty spicy. So I did look at Silvally flying as well. I did look at that. I think there's another Silvally that yeah, Scarf Moxie Cross does pretty well in this one. But there has to be a little bit of setup for Cross. But yeah, Silvally, there's another Silvally type that actually does really well against this team as well. So potentially seeing an offensive Savali, but I won't go too much detail. He actually does have some pretty good stats across the board as well. Like his changes that he made with Maractus, Buzzwole, and who else did he pick up? I think it was Dustnor. Dustnor was actually pretty good. I actually like those changes. Yeah, Savali, offensive Savali is fun. It is fun. But yeah, I'm not going to go too in depth in this, especially since this video is live. Just in case. We did lose a spinner by dropping Hitmonlee, but I don't think it's going to matter because I don't think we would have done any spinning with Hitmonlee anyways. But yeah, we should be pretty good against him because we still have tons and tons of momentum. But yes, guys, thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate it a lot. Yeah, spin the Hitmonlee. I do appreciate it a lot. I'll talk to you guys in the in Discord if you guys are still out. But yeah, we will stream the replay for Fish's match sometime next week. But thank you guys. As always, Fox.